marker 234, all about the numbers, synchronicities. You know, they ain't got nothing to do with anyone, honestly, other than yourself. And you can look up the numbers and get messages. For me, it's like I use them just to help to realign me to the positive aspects that I desire. So whatever that might be in the moment, like passing a Mercedes, shit, yeah, fuck bomb, go dudes. I don't know. I'm just a shit talker and I don't care. So I hope everyone's been having some fun lately. I know I've been doing good. Resting a lot and enjoying the people that Spirit has brought into my life. It's like been a transition time, I think, for a lot of us, and obviously different ways, because we're not the same person or the same aspect or the same being. But like for me, it's I've been single now since 2009, and like one long-term relationship was a year and a half. Everything else was shorter. 6 months or shorter, 3 months, and even though I was like alone a lot of that times, I wasn't really fully alone. I always had people in my presence, most all the time, especially because of my children and, raising them. My children are a big factor. They're a big factor in my journey. A huge one. Yeah. Hello, wake up. But yeah, back in those days, I would literally be drowning in pain. I was attached to people, attached to others, attached to what I felt, how I felt they should act towards me, or communicate with me, or those things. But the thing I didn't realize is it all was from myself. Everything that we see, everything that we do, everything that we are, we have created for ourselves by our thought processes. It's not my fault. Well, I understand that. It wasn't my fault that I was raised in a home that, I had a philandering father and an anxious Nelly for a mother, and, that people didn't know their own worth. It wasn't my fault. But, once I'm an adult, I have the responsibility to choose my behaviors and to choose what I dwell upon, I think it's I don't know, I was thinking about addictions and that kind of stuff, I've been talking with someone and, honestly been thinking about the solar plexus is where basically, addiction, is kind of created our control center, our center of self-control, and, others being controlling. So, my stomach just says, hello. So it is, it's like your stomach, maybe the upper digestive system, solar plexus. I'm not sure what other, organs, but, it's in the mid-center of your body. But yeah, it's there's all different forms of, imbalances, what we call in this world, what we've been, taught to call, addictions. Everything from food, sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever focus on those, wanting more of what we don't have, or, craving to feel the way we did the first time, or, craving to have that high feeling, that euphoric feeling, because you don't want to face, those lower feelings and energies, I think the one thing most that I can say, about like dealing with those things is like facing your feelings through it all, allowing that to process. Those emotions hurt, is painful. I mean, oh my God, it's like crucifying almost in a way. We're crucifying the flesh, when we go through, the process of removing, those thoughts, those addictions, those challenges from our mindsets, and it all starts in the mindset, but, ultimately, our heart has so much to do with that as well. So, our heart and our mind are connected. And, the heart is the center. And the heart is, for love and expansion. The more you love and the more you expand, the greater you feel. So, and those addictions kind of give us that sense of that expansion. So, it's really kind of honestly very normal for, us to do that and feel that way, because I can tell you, like, when I feel Spirit, when I feel the Holy Spirit, there's nothing like that feeling, or when I feel Creator, however you want to say it, the divine, our Creator, God, whenever I feel that move through me, there's nothing like it. You want it more and more. So, Spirit is addicting. To me, it is. It has been. Honestly, other than my children, back to the fact of how great, getting to see my children tonight, and all but my one, how important they were in my journey, during that really dark time, right after my second divorce in 2009. So, it's like we have to realize, that there's always flow in life. Everything's going to be moving. Everything's going to be changing. And the more we resist that, the harder it is for us. The harder it is for, Spirit to work with us, sometimes you do have to bear in and, bear down, or however, sink into it and do it, just put that headstrong shit out there, but, there's so much shit, oh my God, what the fuck do you dream about, of having, like, all these abundances and riches and, amazing fucking relationships, amazing fucking people in your life, amazing fucking, possessions, goddamn RVs and, whatever. You can go all over the goddamn world. Fancy ass cars, fancy ass houses, it's like, instead of cutting that off, you can expand on that. We're all worth it. We're all worth receiving it. It's a little tart. flesh didn't know, my trained mind didn't know anything otherwise than to be what it was trained to be, We all, practice makes perfect, right? You want to achieve something, you get out there and you do it. You get out there and you practice it daily, You fail, you do it again. Mile marker 414. 401.4. Exit 77 coming up. But anyway, life is what we make it. That is what I know most of all, more than anything. And love yourself no matter what. If you're stuck in addiction, if you're stuck in depression, if you're stuck in whatever you're stuck in, love yourself first. Look in the mirror and tell yourself how much you fucking love you. Do it every day. Every day. My friend had to teach me this almost 2 years ago now. Pick one thing of yourself that you love and tell yourself a new thing every day, and tell yourself that you love that part of your body, you love that part of your personality, you love this. Did I really do it that way? No, but I did tell myself I love myself every day. I started working on that. I started loving me. And, the only way you're going to achieve anything, we're not taught to love ourselves. In my opinion, none of us are really functional anymore. Most all of us are a bit dysfunctional and came from, dysfunctional families, It doesn't matter what you see in the material world, there's still that underlying energy, and what we perceive, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Exit 44. And anything that is based in fear is the lie. The truth is love. Jesus came to tell us that, what did he tell us? All things, do them in love. Love your neighbor as yourself. Well, you know what? We can be nice to our neighbor. We're nicer to our neighbors than we are to yourself. What's that program that's up in your head running around all the time? What are you telling yourself? What are you telling yourself? What are you recreating for yourself? Everything works out in divine timing. You have to choose your words, and the more you choose your words and use your words, the more you're going to create. So you're already manifesting, you're just not choosing, the right things to say or think in order to manifest what it is you truly desire. And change your wording. Our words are so very powerful. Instead of want, you desire. I desire that. I desire that. I don't want that. Want is lacking. Desire is expanding. Choose your words. They are so fucking powerful. 45.6, 456, all of them. I like to see this shit all the time. Anyway, I'm like, it's up my ass. I'm up its ass. I'm ate up. So, anyway. It's alright, you'll get over it, and I will too. Choose your words. I've been doing this journey for quite a long time. I was born, I was adopted out. So my parents that raised me were my adoptive parents. I can remember going to church with my mama most of the time. My dad didn't do that. He was out talk to God, the Father, God the Mother. I talk to Jesus and Magdalene. I fucking talk to Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, my higher selves, Steve and Amanda. Every single day. I do it all the time anyway, but I call on them to cleanse me and purify me. I call on them to instill, that golden light, golden dragon light. I fucking love my golden dragons. Christ light. The golden dragon Christ light. Golden dragon Christ light. So that just brings in the purity of the Christ. Aishana kotiki iae ayana. Oh, Aishana kotiki ana. Ashana kotiki iae aya. By the way, I'm doing one of my favorite things. I'm driving. And I get to see a new place today. So that's even better. Donkeys! Everyone should know how much I love donkeys. So, anyway, guys. I love you all bunches. And, it's that agape love, that unconditional God love. It's not that romantic shit. When I love, it's just, I'm just a loving person. Someone tried to take my love away. And, Spirit don't play that fucking game. Spirit shines brighter than all that fucking shit. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. It's gonna keep shining bright and spreading that love. So, yep. Keep on loud, bright, and high. Motherfuckers! Ow! So, a little bit of light language. The sky is beautiful, guys. So fucking amazing. Ayana kushitiki, ayana, ashana kutiki, ayana. Ayani, uke, ayana. Oshana kitiki, ayaya. Aishana kutiki, ayana. Oh, ayaya. Hashana kutiki, ayaya. Anakushitiki. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Aishana kutiki, ayana kushitiki, ayaya. Aishana kutiki, ayana ana ayaya. Ta 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 ta. Aishana kutiki, ana. Oh, ayana. driving, looking around, all the beauty around me, especially when I go to new places. And even when I go back to places I've already been, you just see new things every time, new beauty all the time. So, guys, just hang in there. Know that everything is for your benefit and good. Know that you have the power within, that you are the one that creates all that it is that you desire. So you have that power within you, and the only one that can take that power away from you is yourself. So look within and go deep. Know that even when you're alone, you're not alone. Your spirit team is always there with you. Just call on them. Call on your spirit team. Call on your spirit guides. You know, they want to hear from you. Your ancestors, your mom that's passed, your grandma that's passed, your grandpa that's passed, you know, your favorite uncle, they want you to talk to them. They're there, and they're there to help you, honestly. I mean, the majority of the time, yeah. You know, and then you got a slew of fucking spirit guides, I'm sure. Angels, guardian angels, archangels, you know, our ascended masters, you know. Our God has fucking legions, fucking legions to assist him or her